I'm Anthony Elia. This is speech number 3. Which speech is this? This is the informative speech. Okay.
Have you started yet?
Yeah, I'm starting.
Okay.
You have lived your life and have tried to make the best of each day. You have witnessed your children have their own children. You want to spend every waking moment living the rest of your life happy and fulfilled. It all seems so perfect until one day you wake up in the morning short of breath. You sense something wrong in your breathing patterns of the past few years, and you were going to give up that habit of smoking about 10 years ago, but never got around to it. Now it's too late and you find yourself gasping for a few short breaths. Many of us have witnessed someone during our lifetime short of breath. Seeing someone short of breath can be a very scary situation. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, is a condition that keeps your lungs from working normally. It causes shortness of breath that can interfere with your daily life. You can imagine, try breathing out of a straw for 60 seconds straight. That's what a person with COPD experiences every day of their life. It's very difficult. I have worked in the home healthcare industry for about 11 years, and I have witnessed patients with COPD gasping for air for all 11 of those years. Using some of my experience, I'll talk to you guys today about how COPD is caused and what a person's lungs look like who has COPD, how COPD can be treated and prevented from progressing, and ways you can help those who have COPD from getting depressed by taking control of their own lives. Mainly caused from smoking, COPD is where the airways in your lungs are blocked. And this is a little demonstration here of what your lungs look like. The mechanics of breathing are simple. During inspiration, your diaphragm here moves down as it contracts, and the muscles around your lungs, around here, lift as they pull the ribs outward. And during expiration, when you exhale, our chest muscles relax and air is removed. Breathing provides oxygen we need to live and expels carbon dioxide we need to get rid of. A complete breath consists of taking air into the lungs and then expelling it. What happens is air travels through your bronchial tubes. These are bronchial tubes. And the air goes through the bronchial tubes into these little ball-like things that look like grapes. And those are called alveoli. And what happens there in the alveoli is where the gas exchange occurs. This is where oxygen goes into the blood and carbon dioxide goes out. And there's over 300 million alveoli in our lungs. There's a bunch. You may be diagnosed with COPD if one or more of the following problems is preventing air from flowing normally through your lungs. Chronic bronchitis is a breathing disorder of COPD. It occurs when damaged lungs produce more mucus than they should. Emphysema occurs when damaged lung passages collapse as you breathe out. And chronic asthma occurs when substances in the air cause the lung passages to become inflamed. Asthma can be reversed with medication, but with chronic asthma, the passages stay inflamed all the time. With chronic bronchitis, the signs and symptoms of chronic bronchitis are chronic cough that produces mucus and a shortness of breath. This disorder consists of chronic inflammation and thickening of the lining of the bronchial tubes. What happens is in chronic bronchitis, excess mucus occurs inside those bronchial tubes, and people are constantly coughing and coughing out that mucus. The primary symptom of chronic bronchitis is a chronic cough, that produces large amounts of mucus and is persistent for at least 3 months of the year for more than 2 consecutive years. Once the bronchial tubes have been irritated over a long period of time, excess mucus is produced constantly. In addition to smoking, higher rates of chronic bronchitis are found among coal miners, grain handlers, your farmers, metal molders, and other workers exposed to any kind of dust. And with emphysema, the other breathing disorder of COPD, the signs and symptoms of emphysema are shortness of breath and a chronic mild cough that may produce sputum and weight loss. So you see a lot of smokers on oxygen, they are real skinny a lot of times. A lot of those people have emphysema. Emphysema occurs when there is permanent damage to the alveoli, to those grape-like figures in the lungs. What happens is the alveoli lose their elasticity and they cannot exchange the oxygen and the carbon dioxide anymore, and the carbon dioxide stays in their lungs, causing them to have a lack of oxygen. So smoking is mostly responsible for emphysema, about 80 to 90%. Individuals born with protein deficiency, known as alpha-1 antitrypsin, can lead to an inherited form of emphysema as well. And the last form of COPD would be asthma.